welcome back to my channel. And I'm Sandy if you're new, so welcome if you are new. I am going to be working on a journal cover today. I think I'm going to use this fabric. I think it's so pretty. It's a vintage fabric. I got it over on Instagram. And I think I'm going to use the cereal box here. So I want to cut this down. While we get started. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. So the trick on these cereal boxes is for your spine, you want to use the solid pieced one. You see that okay? Because this one has two pieces attached. So this is the side that you want to get rid of. So I think this theme of this journal, I'm having it kind of go along with my May Patreon theme, which is fairy garden, fairies and gardens. I've picked up some papers for the signatures. I'll show those to you. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut off all of these edges around here. And then I want this to be, I think I'm going to have it be 9 inches. Which is going to be right about there. I think that's a good height. Or 8.5. Probably do 9 though. We'll do 9. And then the spine will be about 1 3/4 inches, which I'm going to do 3 signatures, so that should work out pretty well. So let me cut all these off and I'll be back. I wanted to show you when you're cutting this, you know, this is obviously bigger than your cutting board, this length this way. And so kind of a trick I am trying out is I'm using my mat here and I am drawing a straight line, and then I'll use that to cut with my scissors, and that way it's square as possible. And so now I have this pencil line here, and then I'll just trim along that, and then the dimensions will be 9 inches this way, about 6 1/4 this way, and I may trim it down to 6, I haven't decided yet, and then this is 1 3/4 inches. And there is my journal cover. So yeah, I think that'll be a good size. So this is pretty colorful, so I am going to use, I think that'll cover it up. Let's see. Still kind of see through there. I might actually use some batting. Let me grab that. Now you could paint this if you wanted to, but I think if I use this batting, then yeah, you can't see through that. Perfect. Because I really don't feel like painting it. So this batting's a good option to kind of hide that. You could also fold this this way, and then I'll cover the inside with paper. So maybe I'll just do that. That way there's no risk. But I still want to use the batting. I know there's lots of different options and ways you can make the journal. Now this one will make it a little bit soft, and I recently did a Winnie the Pooh journal, and I used batting, and I really liked the feel of that, especially since it was a baby journal. And I have a video if you didn't see that. You can catch me making that video. I used some vintage Winnie the Pooh books. I just picked that batting up at Joann's. And let me glue that down. So yeah, let me know what you all are working on. I haven't done a fairy themed journal, but I had started kind of collecting a bunch of, not on purpose, but I came across some books and some playing cards, and I had some fairy stamps, so, and then I just avocado dyed paper and envelopes and stuff. And then I decided on the fairy theme for my patrons. I thought, well, let's make a little journal to go along with it. I like these little Dollar Tree glue gun finger protectors. I like using them to spread out my glue. And you don't need a ton of glue for this part because you're going to put the fabric over it. Just FYI. And then I just wipe. The glue doesn't stick to it because it's silicone. So it's nice. It just peels right off. There's any up or down on this fabric. Good. So yeah, so I think I'll just make this the inside. And then I'll cover that with paper. And that should be just fine. Trim this down. I want to leave about an inch, I think is good. All the way around. If you're new to junk journaling, I really suggest investing in some nice sewing scissors. It's worth the investment. And do not cut anything but fabric with them, because if you cut paper with them, it will make them dull very quickly, and they won't be as good as they were when you first bought them. And you know, I think I'm going to go iron this real quickly, because of these creases, I don't like that. All right, that looks better. start by folding the corners in. I know a lot of people like to cut them off, but I just fold them in. I feel that works nicely. I might trim off some of these here. I probably am going to list this journal in my Etsy shop. I am putting together several different ephemera packs to put in my journal or in my Etsy shop for journals. I've collected some really neat things from my estate sale adventures. There's some really neat old letters and envelopes. And I have some really cute books. I have some gorgeous handkerchiefs and doilies. I have some fun little, they're paper, but they're coasters and napkin sets and placemat sets. They're Christmas themed. And I just shoot a little glue up into this fold so that it will lay nicely. And I don't pull too hard. I don't want this to be too taut, the fabric, because then it doesn't quite look nice. And then just kind of work in those folds there. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'll do my hidden spine. If you've been a member of my channel for a while, you know that's primarily what I do. Of course, I just did a travel journal where I did an elastic spine. I've done a couple cute journal pages in that journal. If you haven't seen those videos, you can check those out. Went to Palm Springs, so that was kind of fun. So then I want to pull this one just a little bit tauter, more taut, so that it'll lay nice. I like doing the top and bottom first, and then I can kind of tighten things up with the sides. So let me finish gluing this, and then I'll show you the papers that I've selected so far. My process, I'll edit a few times what papers I'm going to use. It truly is a creative process for me. I know some people have formulas on, you know, I'm going to have this paper and that paper. I have a loose formula, but then I do like to let the papers speak to me. So that looks pretty good. I don't really think I need to pull this very much at all on this side. And I don't get to craft all day today. I'll go pick my granddaughter up from school a little bit later. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll add a little bit more blue here and there. So I put corner protectors on, and then I'll put paper over this area. Still got glue, managed to get glue on my fingers somehow. Oh, that turned out nice. So then I will work on the folds here. Perfect. Nice. I think that's stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, let me grab the papers. These aren't in any order, but I do have kind of 3 signatures picked out. So I have some of my avocado dyed papers, and then I have this paper, this one here. So I don't know if I'll use this as a page this way or this way. I haven't decided. And then this is some of that parchment paper. I think that's just pretty little kind of watercolor squares. And then I'll cover the back up with this paper. So this was avocado dyed. So I'll trim it down, and so then that'll be the back of that. And then here is a really pretty paper. So I'll cover this up right here with, you know, probably a side pocket. And then I have some vintage papers, this sweet little paper, and I'll probably have this go this way. I haven't totally, I don't know, that looks that way. That looks nice. Some avocado dyed doily. This pretty kind of floral ledger paper. Here is a vintage wildflower book page. I'll probably have that like that. And so this will be nice blank. I'll probably stencil on it. And then a lot of times I cover this up, but it just depends. And then this is probably 20 plus years old. Fun to use that. I thought a pop of green would be nice. And then here I have this Edith Holden page. And then here's another really old piece of scrapbook paper, and I'll probably cover the back of this up with something. So that's one signature. And again, another avocado dyed envelope. This is probably going to be my first signature. And some avocado dyed paper. And I know this is a magazine page, but it's just stunning. It's just gorgeous. So I don't know if I'll use it as a page or make a journal card or something out of it. I haven't decided, but I think that's pretty. Here's another little pretty page. Here's some avocado dyed tracing paper, doily, and I have this page here. some more of that parchment paper, another Edith Holden, some vintage ledger paper, and I thought that was beautiful. Roses and then the butterflies. And then another one of these pages. And then this page. And then the butterfly. But this will probably be the center of this signature, I'm thinking. And another avocado dyed envelope. And, or this might be my first signature, actually. But love that paper. Some vintage ledger paper. And this one, I will probably have it go this way. And then look at that beautiful Edith Holden page. And then this pretty paper. Some avocado dyed papers. Another wildflower page. And I thought it might be fun to put this on the back of this one. So I'm thinking that. Haven't totally decided. Or I might use this one. And then decorative paper, this beautiful page. So yeah, so those are so far my first cut of my signature papers. So what I'll start doing next is trimming these down and putting those together. So that'll be the next video. But thank you for watching. Remember to hit the like button. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye. Love y'all.